Okay, welcome everybody. I'm Teacher Desmond. I'm here in the school teaching acting, improvisation, creative writing. Basically, I'm here because I'm a playwright. I write plays for the theatre. I've got plays that the NUS is studying, I've got plays that SOTA is studying, so I've got some experience writing plays. Now, we've had a great week, okay? And all the kids have done lots, and we put them through a lot of pressure tests. And it's just a sample of what's to come if they're going to go through the DSA program, right? So it's good that they're tasting it now. Some of our kids have tasted it a couple of times, right? Because they've stuck with us over the years. Yeah, and you will see various qualities here, but everyone's trying their best, which is the important thing, all right? So some kids have been here longer, yeah, they're a bit more seasoned, you'll see that too. And if you want more, then you've got to come back for more, right? Okay, now, the first thing I want to introduce is to our principal, Principal KP. She'll give an opening address about what this whole thing is about. And she will introduce to us the panel.
Thank you very much, Mr. Desmond Sim. You're the only one that calls me the principal. I feel like this is like a school, right? Not academic school. Okay, I'd like to say a very warm welcome to all the parents here. Thank you very much for coming, and all the parents that are sitting in our BTS room. I'm sorry you can't be here, but I don't set the rules for restrictions, but definitely, I hope one day down the road we all can be in the same room together. Okay, so welcome to all the parents back there as well. And I'd like to first kick off by saying a very big thank you to our counterparts, Mind Champs, our family, who this is the first time that we ever do a show, and I have 3 cameras. Well, that's amazing. Thank you so very much for helping us and backing us up, and Xiao Wei was back there. This is really amazing for MCAOS. Mind Champs Academy of Stars, that's what we're called now. And this is the first time that we are also performing, acting live on stage. This is such a privilege after a year of not being on stage. We had our first showcase last weekend for the classes. The parents are able to come into the room, and it just felt so different, and to the kids to actually have these real life bodies to perform to. That means so much to us, yeah? And today we're going to be showcasing what these kids have been working on, their monologues and also the ensemble plays. And this is a tradition that we're very glad that we could do every year. First, it's Desmond and I, we usually get together and we discuss what we want to do for the camp, the theater camp. So this year is rather different because we actually split it into 2. One was the purely theater camp, and the second one is purely a communication workshop. And we're very happy that all the kids here actually attended both of them, and I think that they have benefited a lot. The theater camp was, they wrote an original monologue. They started to do a reading for the ensemble. In the morning on the Monday, they had the privilege of actually having the only Trinity examiner in Singapore that's able to do face-to-face. So in Singapore is the only place where they did a face-to-face examination, and that examiner was here to give a 2-hour workshop to our kids. And that was really quite an amazing session we had that morning. And we also had teacher Cordelia explaining all the Stanislavski's methods with contrasting it with Chekhov, that's right. So we had quite an amazing theatre boot camp this year, plus the communications. The Communications Day is now called Champion Communications for DSA. So that's the new communication program now. It's called Champion Communication. And that very day, they learned about themselves, really. It's about how unique they are. And when they were walking around with me and Desmond, and they were trying to market themselves, then they realized there's a lot of things about themselves that it was so hard for them to communicate, but they're learning how to express themselves under a pressure cooker. So I think the kids this week really learned to work under pressure, and they have come up and done very well for themselves. So please give them a big round of applause. Definitely. Now, I would like to take the opportunity to introduce these 4 very special young people here. They all are our past DSA students, so they are DSA alumni. They're very special, very fond of them. I'm very fond of all my students, all our students, and so we've invited them back. They are all theatre students, so I'm going to introduce them one at a time. So please give them a big round of applause, because first we have Jyotsna. You turn around and say hi, everybody. Just give them a big wave. Jyotsna Jayashankar. She's now, she's in first year in SOTA, and theatre student, and she won the scholarship. She's on the scholarship, the Kong Si Fat Chai scholarship. Nyan Kong Si scholarship. Okay, she's on the Nyan Kong Si scholarship in first year theatre for SOTA. Then we have Tessa Lee, who is in year 2. She's a theatre student, and she is also from School of the Arts. And you have a recent achievement, you're vice chair or president or something like that. What's that? You're the vice chairman of your committee. Okay, we have a leader here. All right, so that's Tessa Lee. She's also a theatre student. And then we have Ranier. Ranier is theatre. She's doing theatre in St. Margaret's, and she's amazing because she continues with her LAMDA journey, London Academy of Dramatic Arts, and she has done a grade 5, was it 6 that we did the last time? Grade 5, and she's got a distinction. She did Eliza Doolittle and Confessions of a Shopaholic. It's really fun to work together with you, Ranier. Please turn around and say hello. This is Ranier. Placce and Ranier are still doing performance training with us. They're actually part of our all-girl group called Fabulous. So we'll be launching them soon. Their hard work is going to pay off. In about, it's been a year since you guys have been getting together. There are 4 girls, so they're called Fabulous. So watch out for them. And this very, 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 very handsome young man here. His name is Andre Rasmussen. I can still remember your last name. Did I get it right? And Andre is now in year 3, School of the Arts. He's a theatre student. And his claim to fame was during the DSA boot camp, he was the only P5 that beat all the P6s in the competition. So he's our ace. Yes, we have all, huh? Yeah, so we wanted to, we really invited him down because Andre is very special to us. And he's year 3 in SOTA doing theatre. So later on, we're gonna hear from our panel about their experience in their schools and how it is to use acting as a DSA talent to get into the school of their choice. Okay, so without further much ado, I'm gonna hand the microphone back to Desmond so that we can kick off this whole theatre bootcamp showcase. Thank you very much for being here with us.
All right, so when our students first came to the camp, we had a slogan, expect the unexpected, and that was during your time as well, right? Yes, because we just come up with lots of different things and we throw it at them and see how they swim. And that's the best way to prepare them, right? I mean, to prepare them for change. Anything can happen during the interviews, right? So one of the things they have to do, they have to learn a monologue. Whether you've done theatre training or not, you have to just jump in there and try it, okay? So we're gonna kick off with the group called Team Supreme with their monologues. We have Shrujay Ramakanan, Isabel Sim, Kaizo Chia, Eliza Dumas, Shriya Shri, and Clarence Lee. The challenge was to take the monologue and learn as much as they can of that piece. Right? Some may be able to do all, some may not, but we'll just see how far they go. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Shujay, and I'm going to do Opening Night by Caroline Petherbridge. I play the character of Dylan, who's going to make a stage debut and is waiting in the wings of the stage. This is it. Opening night. The moment I've been waiting for. The moment I've been working towards for months. My debut as a performer. I'm about to tread the boards to become a thespian. It may only be a small role, but I'm beginning the journey of my dreams. Any minute now. Wait for my cue line. Wait for it. Oh, I need the toilet. Is there time? No, of course there isn't. Just ignore it. It's just first night nerves. Okay, here I come. Cue line. Entrance. Oh no, I've gone blank. What's my first line? My first line. Oh, come on, I know it. For goodness sake, I've been rehearsing it for long enough. It's nothing. I can't remember a thing. Oh, this can be happening. Okay, just say something. Anything at all from the scene. As long as you say something, everything will be all right. Get things moving. Give the other actors something to work with. They're all staring at me. Do they think that's going to help? Don't they realize that's just going to make it worse? Oh, my head is starting to swim. Oh no, I might just faint. No, I must hold it together. Breathe. Something will come to me in a minute. Just give it time. Hey, what's happening? They're carrying on without me. They've skipped my lines, and they're carrying on. As if I'm not even here. How dare they? They didn't even give me a chance. Don't they realize that this is my big moment? I have to take back control of the situation. It's not too late. I'll just have a quick look at my script. I left it just over there in the wings. All I have to do is casually move over to woo. Hey, who turned the lights out? Blackout? You mean it's all over? But I didn't even. Wait a minute. The audience is clapping? They want to show their appreciation. Well, I'd better give them what they want. After all, it would be rude not to. Thank you.
Isabella Sim.
My name is Isabel Sim, and I'm doing the monologue Almost. I'm playing the character of a teenager who is begging her dad to let her take the car and let her take the coolest kids in the year to a dance. Dad, you will let me take the car by myself. I'm going to take my test in 2 weeks, and I'll know I'll pass. Yeah, technically you should be in the car with me. Technically, I have to wait 2 weeks to do my test, but I'll get my license then. You know I can drive. You told me I'm better than Mom. I can three-point turn, parallel park, and I observe the highway code like a religion. So it's not irresponsible to let me drive because you know I'm good at it. This is so unfair. You're going to ruin me socially. The coolest kids in the year. The ones whose parents are probably making huge donations at Mom's charity do thing tonight. The ones who live in the massive houses in the hills and won't talk to me. They started talking to me because they needed a lift to the dance. And they asked if I passed my driver's test yet, and I said yeah. And they said cool. And I've been hanging out with them every day this week, and they're all so excited. It was well thought out. You and Mom were supposed to be at a charity thing tonight. You weren't supposed to have a fever and be stuck at home. If I let them down, if I don't get into that car right now and pick them up and take them to the dance, I'll be a social outcast. I'll be mocked and probably shunned. My whole entire high school experience will become hell. I'm not being dramatic, Dad. I'm being accurate. Dad, I'm begging you, please, just go to sleep. You have a fever. You need your rest. And I'll be here in exactly 3 hours when you wake up, right before Mom gets back. Please, Dad, I'm begging you. My life depends on it. Thank you.
Next, Chiat.
Hi, my name is Chiat, and I will be performing the piece called The Wild Animal Song Contest. It's written by Mitchell Adrian. I am playing the character Kingsley David, and he's the show's compere. We've got to get on with rehearsals. First, I'll remind you of the rules. Rule 1. All animals shall perform a song written by itself. Rule 2. Each animal before performing shall be interviewed and reply politely when asked about its hobbies and ambitions. Rule 3. Each animal Rule 3. Political songs about famine, unemployment, or peace shall not be sung. Rule 4. There must be no songs making fun of human beings or penguins. Rule 5. For the competition itself, but not for rehearsals, the singers will perform wearing human being costumes and masks, adding dignity to the proceedings. Rule 6. The winner of the competition will be awarded the title King or Queen of the Animals and will be presented the Million Gun plus 100,000 bullets. This is the gun that kills 1 million animals with every bullet. It's the greatest gun and it's the only one. Thank you.
Next up, Eliza Dumas.
Hi, I'm Eliza Dumas. I'm going to be performing the piece called Boarding School, written by Kristen Dabrowski. I'll be playing the character of Rose. She's basically confessing to a crime that she committed during her time in boarding school. Give it a break. You're going to go back to your friends and either forget all about me or tell them some story about some hideous freak you met. If you knew the real me, you'd never be friends with me. I don't have friends, except my brother, of course. He thinks he has to be my friend. Please, no one knows me. No one knows the real me. Maybe I should just confess the truth. And then you can go off, run off with your girlfriend and be happy forever. I did it. I set the fire. Those girls in my room, my roommates, I hated them. They were cruel to me all the time. So I did the only reasonable thing. I set a fire. I wanted to die, and I wanted them to die with me. But they died, and I didn't. I'm a monster. I'm a terrible human. No, I'm not even a human. I should just go somewhere and die. Thank you.
Next up, Shreya Shri.
Hi, I'm Shreya from Mayflower Primary School, and I will be performing this monologue called Vicious Circle by Nick Teed. That's Amy. She was my best friend. Oh, the times we had together. You wouldn't believe the things that we did. Or would you? I can trust you, can't I? It was last summer. I heard that Amy had been seeing my boyfriend David behind my back. I asked her if there was any truth in the rumors, and she said, yes. It was as though my feelings counted for nothing. I wanted her to know how hurt I'd been. So then, line please. And it wasn't serious. But there was no excuse for the deception. Every time we talked and laughed like friends do, she was just lying. A whole month of laughing and lying and laughing and lying. So, one Sunday, I went after her. I wanted to meet her at the bridge. And she was walking her dog. And then I ran after her. Her pathetic little dog came running after me and trying to bite my heels. I was so annoyed that I wanted to kick it, but then I couldn't. So I stopped myself from doing it. Thank you.
And the last one in the group, Clarice Lim.
Hi, my name is Clarice, and I'm from Townan School. I will be playing the role of Cinderella's ugly stepsister. It isn't easy being the ugly stepsister. Everyone feels so sorry for poor little Cinderella. But what about me? I deserve a little sympathy too. Did my fairy godmother ever turn up with a magic wand? Did the prince dance with me at the ball? Not on your life.
The best I can hope for is for the pumpkin to have a decent piece of pie. And as for the rats, well, rats will be rats, with their skinny tails and sneaky eyes. I've never seen one that turned into a coachman. If you ask me if Cinderella's weird, certainly, she isn't normal. Besides the fact that she wears 4.5 size shoe and has naturally curly hair and is well-natured, which is downright sickening. If you had to clean and sweep the house all day long, would you go around singing to birds? Of course you wouldn't. No sensible person would. People think I'm jealous of her. Well, I guess they're right, but I have good reasons. I substituted 700 calories a day for 3 whole weeks before the ball. I did my leg lifts faithfully. I did a perm, I did a facial, I did a manicure, and I was ready. But what happened? Little Cindy, who has never been to inside of a health club and doesn't even know the caloric difference between carrot stick and chocolate cake, snacks the prince away. It isn't fair. It isn't fair. Thank you.
Okay, so every year, it's become customary that I write a new piece, an ensemble piece for the kids. And it's a challenge writing an ensemble piece because what I have to do is I have to make sure that everyone has their moment on stage, right? And then it has to still go as a storyline. And, somehow the kids have got to be able to relate to it because, they're still young and they've got like limited amount of experiences, but we manage somehow every year. So this year I threw them a rather challenging one, and they really lived up to it. So that's a lot of fun. Now the first group, okay, they call themselves the Stars of Resilience because, because the piece is actually called the Resilience Fiasco, all right? So the group members are Charmaine Chan, Loic Lestanet, Alicia Teo, Ian Tan, Leila Roth, and Clara Ya, okay? So I present to you the Stars of Resilience.
Wow, we survived 3 rounds of workshop exercises. This must be the last and final round.
I never knew getting into this performing arts was going to be so difficult. Who else got time for a job?
According to my web research, it rarely goes into a 4th round. So, good luck everybody.
Wow, great PR skills. Truth be told, we are all competitors here. And we are going to have to step on some heads and a stampede to get in.
Gotta breathe, Elle. It's every person for himself.
Ugh, so competitive. Stop freaking me out. Can we talk about something else? What's for lunch?
Who cares? We're probably already in the rejects group. Have you thought of that? I saw a different bunch of kids going out. I think they were the ones who didn't make it. They're so lucky. Don't have to get so stressed anymore.
Sneaky, trying to pretend you don't want to get picked and want to go home. Trying to get us to lower our guard, huh?
What? I just don't like the stress and waiting. That's all.
When are they coming with the next instruction? It's been 15 minutes already.
Maybe they're just trying to find a nice way to tell us all we didn't make it. Stop it. Yeah, it's not funny at all, Carrie. Go play your mind games elsewhere.
Hello everyone, welcome to this final exercise.
I knew it, the final round.
Listen carefully, I will explain this only once. For this round, you'll be given marks individually.
Every person for himself. Great!
Let me finish. You'll be given some marks individually, but an even greater amount of marks will be given to each if only your entire team does well.
And there's the twist. Looking at you lot, I guess I'm doomed.
As if you're that talented.
You must work as a group, okay? You are as strong as your weakest link. And here's what you have to do. The exercise is called 3 in 3. You have 3 minutes to prepare a group speech of 3 minutes. And the topic will be resilience. You may interpret it in any way you want, but every member of the team must take part. If one member falters, everyone is affected. So help each other, good luck, and your 3 minutes starts right now.
Wait, what? How? I have questions. Wait! 3 minutes. We don't have time for questions. We got a plan right now.
Thank you, Sherlock, like we didn't know.
2 minutes and 50 seconds left. Simple question. Do we each take turns and have 20 seconds each? Or is it going to be a free-for-all? Taking turns? I freeze. I swear I'll freeze out. If you freeze, we'll all lose. When I panic, I blabber. Nonsense. Lots of it.
Gosh, another moron. Goodbye, top school application.
You think it's on purpose? Do you think I want to?
Guys, that's 40 seconds gone. We don't have time to argue, Ellie.
But I think we're going about it all wrong. We've got to think about what not to do. What's the worst that can happen in an improv?
We all repeat the same thing because that would be boring, right? So, we just have to listen attentively and remember not to repeat the things we've heard. We improvise. Easy peasy.
I have a photographic memory, so I can open the top with the definition of the word resilience.
Wait, Dawn, and I can tell funny jokes too. Add liners to the moment. I can tell a story when I once got a B and bounced back and got an A in the next semester. Resilience!
That's the lousiest bounce back story I've ever heard.
I don't think I can do this. Public speaking is not.
Don't say you can't. If you think you can't, you can't.
But you gotta try. You can't freak me out by crashing right now. I'm not trying to freak you out. I know myself. If you mention crash, I will crash. Take deep breaths. Sure, I can do that. Great. But that's all I'll be doing. Standing there, taking deep breaths. Because I won't be able to speak.
I give up. Goodbye, top drama school. See all of you at our second and third choice schools.
Maybe she can sit on someone's lap and be a ventriloquist dummy.
Oh, we're gonna crash and burn. Stop it. Stop it. Stop spreading the panic.
And I was doing so well in all the interviews.
The school was just within my grasp.
3 minutes up. So all of you ready to do your 3-minute presentation?
Let's just get this over with. Where do we do our spiel?
You do it right here.
What?
There was a hidden camera right there. You're observing you in all your discussions and preparations. It's out there, hidden.
Just gets better and better, doesn't it?
And the panel is ready for your improvised presentation in 3, 2, 1, begin.
Good evening to all. And today we are here to talk to you about resilience. I'm this group's leader, Carrie Ann.
Wait, group leader, who elected you?
Oh no, what are you doing, Al?
The Oxford Dictionary describes it as the capacity to recover quickly from difficulties. Toughness.
Yes, we're tough. Not tough like a beef. We're strong. Bounce back like a ball. Someone stop me from talking. So we bounce back from terrible introduction. We recovered resilience. Yes, by pulling ourselves up from the ashes of a disaster.
And we are repeating ourselves over and over again, boring the audience to tears.
Something we reminded ourselves not to do at the beginning.
And blame our great leader.
Stop it. What? Yeah, both of you trying to argue about being leaders when your team is crashing. Stop it.
We're gonna crash and burn.
Stop it. Can't you all see that this doesn't matter anymore? Based on this fiasco, none of us are getting into this school. None. Wait. That was just our first 90 seconds. It cannot end there. There's another Another 90 seconds. I refuse. I refuse to give up.
The Oxford Dictionary definition ended with the word toughness. No one said it was going to be easy. We might crash, but we must get up again, right?
When we don't know what we are going to do, we must do something out of the box, even though we don't know where we are going or what we are doing. I am terrified to my clothes because my greatest fear in life is making mistakes. But today, my greatest fear in life is that if I do nothing, absolutely nothing, then we will all have to face the greatest disappointments in our lives.
And we push on despite our terrible egos and attitudes, despite our bad beginnings and terrible teamwork and lack of coordination, in spite of
Making awful, embarrassing fools out of ourselves, we will find a way to prove to you. Because I know if I'll only be true to this glorious quest.
Wait, isn't that a lyric from a song? Play along. In my heart will lie peaceful and calm when I'm late to my rest.
and the world would be better for this, for that one man, torn and covered in scars,
still strove with his last ounce of courage. And to be willing to fight for the right without question, or pause. To be willing to march into hell for a heavenly cause.
To fight the unbeatable foe, to dream the impossible dream.
To reach the unreachable star!
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how we show resilience.
Thank you to the team Stars of Resilience. It seems I skipped a step just now. After the monologues, we were going to ask the judges what did they think of the overall monologues, right? And then anyone stood out or anything. Do you have anything to say about the monologues first? And then we'll ask you for some comments on this, okay? Anyone? Two to a mic. Josna, you want to begin? Yeah?
Yep, okay. So for the fact that you guys just learned your piece like really recently, I felt like it was quite good, like the performance that you guys put on. So great effort. So I just have a few comments. So for example, like for some of you, when you were playing your character, I realized that like your character focus, you need to like portray it slightly better. So for example, your eye contact, like not breaking the fourth wall and looking at your audience, actually like staying in your character the whole time. And like, I think the blocking was actually fine. Like you guys used the space quite well. So like, for some of your movements, right, you should have more purpose in your movements. So why do you do like your actions and stuff? Like, what's the reason for the action? So a few of you look a bit indecisive when you're doing your actions. But yeah, just try to have more purpose in your piece and yeah, develop a deeper understanding of the piece. That's how you can actually get more purpose. But yeah, good job.
Thank you, Josna. Anything from Tessa? Yeah.
Great job, guys. Overall, everyone did really well. I truly enjoyed it. And I feel that you guys could use your hand and body more because I felt that a lot of you were stiff. I understand that you're nervous, but you could have more, like Jyotsna said, have a bit more character. Yeah.
Thank you. Ranier, if you don't mind, just stand up and then address them so that the camera can catch you too.
Hey everyone, so I was really proud and impressed that amongst everyone whom I saw do the monologue, none of you really broke out of character, which was amazing. Can we have a round of applause for that? Good job, guys. And other than that, I felt that you guys could have used the space a bit more. Don't be afraid of using, yeah, like I said, using more space because the whole stage is yours anyways, right? But overall, really good job.
Okay. Andre?
I hope I don't mispronounce your name. I think someone that really stood out to me, overall I really liked the group. Everyone had clear intentions of what you wanted to do. Someone that stood out to me was definitely Shreya. I really liked your performance. You had very interesting variations in tones. And I really like your use of repetitions also in your vicious cycle. Is that right, Shreya? Okay, thank you a lot. I really enjoyed your performance.
Okay, thank you. So for the next round of monologues, we are actually looking at team, they call themselves indecisive, because I was like pushing them to make up your mind, know what's your team name. They came out with indecisive. All right, good sense of humor. So it's Tang Rian, Kara, Charlene, Julianne, and Shrave. Okay, thank you.
Good evening, my name is Rayan. I'm from Methodist Girls School and I'll be playing Natalie from Good Impressions. So basically in this monologue, Natalie is talking to her friend about an impending meeting with her dad's girlfriend. You're not being any help at all. You're supposed to help me decide what to wear, and all you've done so far is flip through that stupid magazine. Don't you know there are more important things in life? Because I want to look my best. Because I want him to like me. Because it means a lot to my dad. That's why. He must really like her, because he never introduced me to any of his girlfriends before. So this must be serious. He's just going out with her. He's not going to marry her.
Sorry, just move the chair further front because we can't see your face. We changed it just now.
The other way. The other way. Turn the chair the other way. Yes.
He's not going to marry her, is he? But then she'll be my stepmother. I don't know if I want another mom. I mean, I already have one. I don't want to decide between the two of them. Don't be silly. Not all stepmothers are evil. That's just in fairy tales. Sammy's stepmom wasn't very nice to her because Sammy kept running away. She had a right to get across to her. But Alice's stepmom is really nice and makes her cakes and takes her shopping. But what if they just act nice to get the dad and then you change into these horrible, evil people who trap you and do spells on you? I never thought of that. Well, in that case, I don't want to make a good impression. In fact, I'm going to make a bad impression. I'm going to look dreadful. I'm not going to wear any makeup. I'm going to wear my baggy old jeans with holes in it. And I'm going to make my hair all messy. I'll grunt and grumble, and I won't answer her when she talks to me. I'm going to look at the floor, and I'm going to shuffle my feet. Then she won't like me, and she won't marry my dad because she won't want to go near me. Job done. Thank you.
Okay, next up, Kara and Taylor.
And Nayla.
Nayla. Okay.
Nayla, yeah. Hi, my name is Kara and I'm from Anderson Primary School. I'm doing 101 Dalmatians and I am playing Cruella. She's planning on what to do with the dogs after she has, basically she's planning on what happened, she's telling her okay. So, Jasper, turn off that television, and turn on the lights, and turn the sound right down. I have something to talk to you about, my lads. Tonight. The dogs must be killed tonight. Yes, I know we were going to wait until they were bigger, Jasper, but some of them are, the older puppies, and the small ones can be made into gloves. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is they must be killed before anyone finds them. There's been too much in the newspapers at the moment. They'll even be on the television news tomorrow morning. All England's looking for the Dealey's lost puppies. Kill the Dealey's puppies and let the rest grow until they're big enough.
What a stupid suggestion, Saul. How on earth can we tell which are the dealies? Have they got different spots or something? Can you really tell the difference? Someone's bound to hear them barking and tell the police. I've told my husband he's going to ship the skins abroad. I'll be keeping a few for my own coat. I've decided to make the coat reversible. Baby seal on the inside and Dalmatian on the outside. These puppies must be got rid of quickly. How? I don't care how. Stand on them, smother them, drop them off the roof. Have you got any gas or chloroform? There are lots of lovely ways to do the job. If I had the time, I'd do it myself. Yes, I know I do it beautifully, Jasper. You could watch. It would be such a pleasure for you. You could learn from an expert. I'm sorely tempted. No, I have to get back to London. Once you've killed them, they must be skinned immediately, and we'll be counting the bodies. If you let even one of the 99 puppies escape, I'll throw you out of hellhole. Good night and goodbye, you horrible little beasts. You'll be so much improved as skins, and I can't wait until you're made into my own special coat. I'm really looking forward to that. Thank you.
Thank you, Cara. Next is Shalane Chiam.
Good evening. My name is Shalane Chiam, and I will be performing The Power of the Dog by Alan Dryden. So basically in this piece, Lisa is going for extra tutorial, but she has been late, and her English teacher is asking her if there's any chance of Lisa's mother meeting her English teacher. Thank you. Nah, she doesn't like schools. Give her panic attacks. And I don't want you to come to my house. Listen, I reckon you owe me 10 quid. I went to see that Midsummer Night's Dream. It was rubbish. Helena was about 35, kept chucking herself all over the place. You know, tossing her hair back and flinging her arms about. Just like young people do when we're in love. Nearly ruptured herself. And she was about 6 inches shorter than Hermia as well. So she got these gross high heels, and Hermia had to bend at the knees all the time through the crawl scene. And the mechanicals wandered about in the audience and talked to us. I hate that. And Penguins just sat in the stalls and shouted its lines from there. And the fairies, all the fairies lived in cardboard boxes and had tattoos. And it went on for nearly 4 hours straight. And guess what? Theseus and Hippolyta played Oberon and Titania. Isn't that original? And I really love that play. I don't think this had any respect. Everyone liked it except me. I wanted to just get up and kill them all. Bunch of no-hopers. And it wasn't magic. I know, the best in this kind are but shadows, and the worst no worse if imagination amend them. It must be your imagination then, and not theirs. I like magic. Well, I suppose I'm talking rubbish now, aren't I? They're paid to be in the imagination business. So I've got no right to criticize them. Now, where were we? Thank you.
Charlene? Okay, thank you, Charlene. All right, next, Julianne Tan.
my name is Julianne, and I will be doing Sleeping Beauty, written by Chris Black. And I will be playing the character Rose, and she is at a therapy group for fairy tale characters who sit in a meeting and talk like addicts. My name is Rose, but you may know me better as Sleeping Beauty. I suppose I just have a few things I want to get out in the open. You know, ever since that stupid prince woke me up, I have been getting a lot of grief from a lot of people who have no right sticking their noses into my business. Everyone seems to think just because some guy kissed me and woke me up, I should marry him. As if I was just lying there, minding my own business, having a pleasant dream, as I had been for the past 100 years, when Prince Charming decides to take it upon himself to plant one on me and bring me into a conscious state. I barely know him. I'm not gonna marry someone I hardly know. And then there's the matter of his last name. Think about it. How would you like to spend the rest of your life as Mrs. Charming? Ugh. Just thinking about that disgustingly sweet name makes me want to be sick. No way am I getting a joint bank account with that name. Think of how our children would be teased. Think of the jokes. If you think I'm obnoxious now, imagine how I'd be after a few years as Mrs. Charming. And of course, we mustn't forget the fact that I'm already engaged. Now don't look at me like that. I know it's been 100 years. Just because I was technically in a coma doesn't mean I'm brain dead. I know he's dead, quite dead in fact, but he does have descendants. I can just marry someone a little down the line. Okay, way down the line. I must stay true to my parents' promise. Chivalry isn't that dead. I just want to make one thing perfectly clear. Just because someone breaks a spell, that doesn't give them any claim to your future. Oh, how? I better go. I've got to find a younger branch on my fiancé's family tree to marry. Mrs. Charming. Ugh. Thank you.
Thank you, Julianne. And after this will be Shravi.
Hello, my name is Shravi Jindal, and today I'll be performing Tiki Causes Trouble, which is written by Lusa Wally. In this situation, Tiki and Hero, his owner, are stuck in a study room, and their parents are holding a party in their new house. Tiki is Hero's dog. Tiki, come back here right now! Oh no! It's locked shut! We're trapped! Oh, you silly dog. I thought I could have trusted you. But now look what you've done. Oh wait, look, I can see everyone. Hello? Mom, Dad, can you hear me? I'm trapped. The door's locked. No one can hear me. The music's too loud, and they're all busy cleaning up the mess you made, Tiki. All I wanted was for you to join the party. I thought it was so unfair that Mom and Dad said you couldn't leave my room. But I guess they were right. I told you stay in my arms and not make a noise. But as soon as we got to the bottom of the stairs, you jumped out of my arms and onto the table, knocking the whole thing over, and all the drinks spilled everywhere. Dad spent ages cleaning the house from top to bottom, making sure the party goes perfect. But now, icing sugar and cream is all over the place. I hope Miss Relay isn't too mad that lemonade is covered all over her silk dress. Oh, Tikki, how are we going to get out of here? I have no idea where the key is. Mom always has clever ways of hiding important things. So I bet she's hidden the key really well. There's her computer in this room, isn't it? Maybe she used a riddle as a clue. Hang on. There's that riddle about the door. Isn't there? I know. When is a door not a door? When is a door not a door? When it's a jar! Quick, Tikki! Maybe Mom hid the key in a jar. Help me find one in here. Aha! I found one. Fingers and paws crossed. It works! We're free! We can escape! We're free! Yippee! Oh. Hi, Dad. Hi, Mom. Miss Relay. Sorry about the mess. Thank you.
Thank you, Shravi. Okay. Now we just get the judges' feedback on all the monologues that we've heard, from this group. Perhaps, shall we start at this end now, and later we'll start, okay? So, any comments for them, Andre?
I think that this group was very good. I really liked it. One more round of applause, please. I really liked it. Thank you. One thing that I think this group excelled at was the pacing. I like that you guys were able to moderate your paces. Some could go a bit slower, some could go a bit faster, but I think that your paces had intentions behind them. So yeah, keep it up. Good job.
A very good job to all of the contestants that did their monologues this round. I felt that the emotions that you guys portrayed were really good, and that, yes, like Andre said, some of the pacing was a bit fast, but I think it was also very good. There was also a better use of space this round, so good job, guys.
Great job to this group. I really like that every one of you did a great job in varying your tone. So I could feel like when you were sad moments and when you were excited, when you were angry. So that was very good.
I think this group did actually a really good job. So like your blocking was also really on point. You guys had like quite a bit of intention in what you guys were doing. So overall, I just feel like similar to the other group as well, your eye contact needs to be slightly better. So some of y'all, I noticed that your character focus needs to be better. So where are your other characters in the scene? Are they on the floor? Are they there? And like, what's the height of your characters, You need to take in like more analyzation of like your height of your other characters in the scene as well. And like, I feel like some of you guys could have brought the emotion out slightly better. So like, what's the intensity of the emotion? And like the pacing as well. Like some of y'all were a little bit rushed. But overall, I felt that you guys did a really great job. So yeah, good job.
Okay, now we've come to the part of the evening where I'm going to announce the 3 finalists who wrote the best 3 monologues, all right? And not in order of merit, okay, because we'll announce the winner at the end, all right? Because you guys are, whoever's the finalists will come up and read their monologues to our, to our guests, okay? So, not in order, the first person to is Tang Ruan, okay? And the second to be in the finalist is Shravi. Okay. Ruan wrote a piece called Angela, and Shravi wrote a piece called, the Genie in the Lamp, all right? And then the third person to make it in the final with a piece called Magic Mirror Monologue is Isabel. Okay. So I want to invite Ruan to come up and read her piece. Come, I got a copy here. It's on the front and the back, okay? Yeah. Oh, there's a mic here, Ruan. Okay, just hold it and then just read it for us. Thank you.
When I was 8, I had a friend named Angela. Angela always wore this pink hat with a beautiful butterfly on it. She was the same age as me, and we always played together. Her house was opposite ours. The strange thing, though, was that her house always looked like it was abandoned. Her parents were never around either. My parents would give me looks when I played with her in the backyard. It was as if my parents were ignoring Angela. I found them very rude, but I shrugged it off as an adult thing. I talked to my parents every day about what me and Angela had been doing all day, and they were very confused. This all came into an end, though, when sadly, Angela had to move. I was 10 years old then. When I was 14, to my surprise and joy, she moved in again. I was overjoyed to have her back and decided to visit her. That was a mistake. Angela seemed different. She was more pale and skinny than before, almost as if she never ate. There was a scent of fragile panties in the air, but I shrugged and brushed away the thought. She then told me a story. Hey, Serene, I have something to tell you. Once, there was a girl called Amy, and she had a sibling called Angela. They lived in the house that I currently live in. One day, they had a fight on the rooftop. Amy pushed Angela off the roof, and Angela died that day with a big hole in her head. Angela had been seeking revenge ever since. You know, Serene, you look a lot like Amy. Angela took off her hat, revealing a big hole in her head. I shrieked and ran away, while Angela gave chase and started shouting, 你为什么不想要? Okay, I can't exactly read Chinese, so I'll just say it. I'll just translate it to English for you. Why don't you want to play any more like old times? I was getting short of breath, regretting being lousy in PE. Angela was trying to catch up to me, and I was only getting slower and slower. Of course, people gave me looks, not being able to see Angela. I tripped and fell. When I woke up, she was gone. It was just me and my cozy bed.
Thank you. So, in the competition, the students were given an open topic, so they could write anything they want, right? So, off the top of their heads, that was quite inventive for a short period, and then very intense. And then also, when I was looking through the pieces, there were many students who actually wrote very well, but I had to think of whether this would make a dramatic piece on stage or not, right? Because some pieces were very well, but they were kind of like reminiscences, and there was no climax, there was no, drama in it. So I had to pick the pieces that had drama in it as well. Okay? Thank you. So Shravi, can we have a listen to your piece? Thank you. Congrats, being finalist. Yeah. Shravi.
I don't get it. I could give you $1 trillion, but people don't even acknowledge this beautiful, like me obviously, shiny lamp. I don't get it. I've been inside this stupid thing for the past who knows how many years, and nobody, literally nobody, notices me. The last time I was free was 2,000 years ago, freed by this boy, Eluthin, or whatever his name was. That is not important. Anyways, rumor is that I was freed from the lamp by the teen's last wish. Well, guess what? The street rat used his last wish for something so evil, ghastly, eroding, greedy, hateful, cruel, and uncaring. Instead of freeing me, he sent me to a desert. Believe me, it's hot in here. The anger infuriated in me while I recalled the past. A wave of sadness passed through me. Anyways, oh, wait, yes, look, someone's coming my way. Please pick this lamp up. End my years of suffering, discomfort, difficulty, torture, and torment. Yes! Okay, now I'd appreciate it if you rub the lamp. No, not scratch it. Seriously, no, not turn it over. No, not shake it. Oh God, stop licking it, just rub! Wait, no, please don't. Hey, no, wait, please bring me with you. No, you just had to rub. And here we go again.
Thank you. That was so entertaining. I think some of the judges need to just take a break, okay? I will continue to discuss what we actually looked for in the piece. I also looked at characterization, all right? Whether they were able to bring a character through some change or growth inside the piece in a very short piece. So actually it's quite challenging, right? In such a short piece to show change and development in the character and to also make it entertaining at the same time, right? So it took a lot of sensitivity to nuances, to humor, to voices, and many of them had it, which was very, very impressive at such a young age. Some of us grown-ups can't even tell a joke, right? So they actually brought it all the way through in a drama piece. So I was really, really very happy with that. We're going to have to wait for the judges to come back. Are there any questions about this monologue writing? Now, okay, so the monologue writing is so that they can put it into their CV when they go for an interview to say, look, I was passionate about theatre, right? I took part in the monologue writing competition, I got into the finals or something like that, or I participated in this, right? And I learned this and that from the monologue session, okay? And it's a very, very, I've realized that, sorry? Okay. I've realized that many people, I've realized that when you take part in this, you actually really respect pieces that you watch in the future. You realize how difficult it is. You realize how hard it is to plot, right? And then to put in the character, and then to put in the climactic point, and then even in a short piece, it educates you a lot. If you never become a creative writer, you at least become a wonderful audience, right? Because you really respect the work put into it. So I think this is very good for them, okay, for their future in enjoying any movie that they watch and enjoying any play that they watch. Right, the judge is not back yet, okay? Just reading, yeah. Oh yeah, there's no judging, that's right. Okay, so Isabel, congratulations being a finalist.
Yes, it is me, the all-famous, wise, and powerful magic mirror. Where's my outstanding applause? Yes, there it is. I am known for helping the evil queen, but hear me out. You might think that I am the queen's helpful servant who is probably evil too. But holy plot twist, I'm just another prisoner trapped in the queen's mirror, forced to work as her loyal servant for all eternity. And I want to tell all of you, since you are the first audience to listen to me, how it is to live with that horrid queen. Firstly, let me get this straight. That stupid monster is so obsessed with being pretty. She's always going around me like, mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all? Hearing that pig squeal those words made me go deaf. In her mind, in her wicked mind, she's probably thinking that I'm a fashion manager, when I'm most certainly not. Do you see me talking to fashion famous divas? No. Do you think I know anything about fashion when I'm just a sluggish old man? No. Look, even though you may agree with me on this, most people think I am wise when I'm not. Those are just rumors spread by the queen to make me sound like a one-of-a-kind special mirror to make her sound powerful. Ugh. You know that queen is so ugly, messy, and unglamorous. I must be her naggy mother to remind her to clean her room. I'm always like, my queen, go clean your room right now. Or, my queen, go clean your room before I go away and never return. I seriously think I will become a Karen if this absolutely unacceptable behavior continues. Well, then again, I can't be a Karen. When you're stuck in a mirror, lonely, with no one to talk to, except that monster, you practically have no purpose in life, no friends or family. And even sometimes, you feel that you don't have a heart at all. Thank you.
Okay. So as you can see, many of them are writing way beyond their years, right? Way beyond their years. Now, all three of these wonderful pieces will be featured in our theatre slam that's coming up, okay, in April. And there's a wonderful prize. I'm going to give a master class as a prize, okay? So you can get some personal coaching from me, how to write prize-winning pieces, all right? And it will be very, very useful tips if you actually get into the... So come for the theatre slam, and then, you know, we'll see what happens from there. All right, we'll continue with the program. Okay. So for the next group, it's the ensemble play by Team Indecisive, right? We've got Teng Rui En, Kara, Charlene, Julianne, Shravi, and Clara. Okay. Sorry? Oh, okay. Are you ready? Yes. What? Yes, because one team is short, so she's covered. Okay? I guess you pick the better performance. Okay, whenever you're ready.
Oh wow, we survived 3 rounds of workshop exercises. This must be the last and final round. I never knew getting to this performing arts course would be so difficult. Morons are applying for a job.
According to my web research, it rarely goes into a 4th round, so good luck everyone. Wow, great PR skills. Truth be told, we are all competitors here, and we're gonna have to step on some heads in the stampede to get in.
Gotta agree with Elle. It's every person for himself.
Ugh, so competitive. Stop freaking me out. Can we talk about something else? What's for lunch?
Who cares? We're probably already in a jet school. Have you thought of that? I saw a different bunch of kids going out. I think they were the ones who didn't make it. They're so lucky. Don't just get so stressed anymore.
Sneaky. Pretending you don't want to be picked and want to go home?
What?
Trying to get us to know our God, huh?
What? I just don't like the stress and the waiting. That's all.
When are they coming with the next instructions? It's been 15 minutes already.
Maybe they're just trying to find a nice way to say we all didn't make it.
Stop it!
Yes, not funny at all, Carrie. Play your mind games elsewhere.
Hello everyone, welcome to the final exercise.
I knew it. The final round.
Listen carefully, I'll explain this only once. For this round, you'll be given the marks individually.
Every person for himself. Great.
Well, let me finish. You'll be given some marks individually, but even a greater amount of marks will be given to each of you if the entire team does well.
And there's the twist. Looking at you lot, I guess I'm doomed.
Like as if you're that talented.
You guys must work as a team, okay? You're just as strong as your weakest link. And this is what you have to do. The exercise is called 3 in 3. You have 3 minutes to prepare a group speech of 3 minutes. And the topic will be the word resilience. You may interpret it in any way you want, but every member of the team must take part. If one member falters, everyone is affected. So help each other. Good luck. Your 3 minutes start now.
Wait, what? How? I have questions, wait!
3 minutes, we don't have time for questions.
We got a plan right now.
Thank you, Sherlock. Like we didn't know.
2 minutes and 50 seconds left. Simple question. Do we each take turns and have 20 seconds each, or is it going to be a free-for-all?
Taking turns, I'll freeze. I swear, I'll freeze up.
If you freeze up, we'll all lose.
When I panic, I blabber. Nonsense. Lots of it.
Gosh, another moron. Goodbye, top school application.
It's not purpose. Did you guys want to?
That's 40 seconds gone. We don't have time to argue, Allie.
We're going about it all wrong. We've got to think what not to do. What's the worst thing that can happen in an improv?
We all repeat the same thing, because that would be boring, right?
So we simply have to listen to each other and not repeat things that we hear. We improvise. Easy peasy.
I have a photographic memory, so I can open the talk with a definition of the word resilience. Great, Donna, and I can tell funny jokes. Add lightness to the moment.
Out to the story about how I once scored a B and bounced back and got an A the next semester. Resilience.
That's the lousiest bounce back story ever.
I don't think I can do this. Public speaking is not.
Don't say you can't. If you can't, you can't.
But you gotta try. Don't remember crashing right now.
I'm not trying to freak you out. I know myself. If you mention crash, I will crash.
Take deep breaths.
Sure, I can do that.
Great.
But that's all I will be doing. Standing there, taking deep breaths, because I won't be able to speak.
I give up. Goodbye, top drama school. See all of you at our second and third choice schools.
Wait, maybe he is on someone's lap and be a ventriloquist dummy.
We're gonna crash and burn. Stop it. Stop it. Breathe. Stop spreading the panic.
I was doing so well in all the interviews. The school's just within my class.
Well, your 3 minutes are up. So, all, are you ready for your 3 minutes of presentation? Yes.
Okay, let's just get this over and done with. Where are we going to do our spiel?
Just right here.
What?
There was a hidden camera observing you when you were discussing and preparing. It's up there, hidden.
Just gets better and better, doesn't it?
And the panel are ready for your improvised presentation in 3, 2, 1, begin!
What? Evening to all. My name, and today we are going to speak to you about resilience. I'm this group's leader, Carrie, and
wait, group leader? Who elected you?
Oh no, what are you doing, Ed?
Resilience. The Oxford Dictionary describes it as the capacity to recover quickly from difficulties. Toughness.
Yes, we are tough. Not tough like beef, but like, you know, strong. Bounce back. Like a ball. Someone stop me from talking, please.
So we had a terrible introduction. We recovered. Showing resilience.
Yes, by putting ourselves up from the ashes of a disaster.
And we are repeating ourselves over and over again, boring the audience to tears.
well, it was something we reminded ourselves not to do right at the beginning.
Blame our great leader.
Stop it! Why are both of you fighting about being leaders when a team is crashing?
Stop it!
And so we crash and burn.
Stop it! Can't you all see that this doesn't matter anymore? Based on this fiasco, none of us are getting into this group. None.
No, wait. That was just our first 90 seconds. We can't give up now. We have another 90 seconds left. I refuse. I refuse to give up.
The Oxford Dictionary definition ended with the word toughness. No one said it was going to be easy. Might crash, but we must get up again, right?
When left with nothing to say, we must do something out of the box, even though we don't know where we're going or what we're doing.
I'm terrified to my toes, because in life,
My greatest fear is to make mistakes. But today, my greatest fear is to do nothing. Absolutely nothing. Then we'll all have to face the greatest disappointment of our lives.
And ladies and gentlemen, we pushed on despite our terrible egos and attitudes, despite our terrible teamwork, and in spite of our lack of coordination, in spite of making awful, embarrassing fools of ourselves, blundering and in desperation, we will find a way to prove to you because
I know. If I'll only be true to this glorious quest.
Wait, aren't those lyrics to a song?
Play along. Then my heart will lie peaceful and calm when I'm laid to my rest.
and that the world will be better for that one man torn and covered with scars.
Still strove to his last ounce of courage.
To fight for the right without question or pause, to be willing to march into hell for a heavenly cause.
To fight the unbeatable foe. To dream the impossible dream.
To reach the unreachable star!
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how we showed resilience.
Thank you. And okay, next we have the next group of from Stars of Resilience doing their monologues now. They will be Charmaine Chan, Loic Lestenet, Alicia Teo, Ian Tan, Layla Ralph, and Clara Ya. All right, so Charmaine first.
I'm Charmaine, and I'm going to be performing the monologue Opening Night, written by Caroline Petrovich. I am acting as the character Dylan, and she is about to make a stage debut, and she is waiting at the wings. This is it. Opening night. The moment I've been waiting for. The moment I've been working towards for months. My debut as a performer. I'm about to tread the boards, to become a thespian. It may only be a small role, but I'm beginning the journey of my dreams. And one day, who knows, I may be playing the lead. Anytime now. Wait for my cue line, wait for it. Oh, I need the toilet. Is there time? No, of course there isn't. Just ignore it. It's only first night nerves. Okay, here it comes. Cue line, entrance. Oh no, what's my first line? My first line. Oh, come on. I know it, for goodness sake. I've been rehearsing it for long enough. It's nothing. Nothing! I can't remember a thing! Oh, how can this be happening? Line. Okay, say something. Anything. Anything at all from this scene. As long as I say something, everything will be all right. Get things moving. Give the other actors something to work with. Thank you.
Okay, next, Loic Lestenet.
Hi, my name is Loic Lestenet, and I will be performing Kite Runner as Amir. Amir is telling the story of a kite tournament.
The tournament started early in the morning and didn't end until the winning kite flew in the sky.
People gathered on the sidewalks and rooftops to cheer their kids. The streets were filled with kite fighters, squinting up at the sky, trying to gain position to cut an opponent's line. The lucky kite fighters had an assistant, in my case, Hassan, who held the spool and fed the line. But the real fun began when a kite was cut. That was where the runners came in. They chased the kite through the streets until it came spiraling down in a field or on a rooftop. And the most coveted prize was the last fallen kite. For this, fights broke out, but Hassan was by far the greatest kite runner I'd ever seen. In the winter of 1975, the night before the tournament, it snowed heavily, and the next morning, the streets were glistening white. Word had it that was going to be the biggest tournament in 25 years. I had never seen so many people in our street before. Rooftops were jammed with spectators, and the smell of lamb kebab drifted from open doors. Hassan and I were ready. I had to win this tournament. Hassan ran and tossed the kite. Then it rocketed towards the sky. There were already a dozen kites up there. Within an hour, the number doubled. Red, blue, yellow kites spun across each other. And then the cutting started. Thank you.
Next, Alicia Teo.
Hi, my name is Alicia. I'm from Patient Public School, and I'm going to present this piece, Alice in Wonderland. Alice is a girl who falls down the rabbit hole and transported into a Wonderland world. She meets the Cheshire Cat. I'm going to be playing the character as the Cheshire Cat. Good morning, or is it afternoon? Whichever it is, it's good, don't you think? Particularly from this tree, I can't escape the pepper. It gets into the fur. And the baby, dreadfully so ugly and so noisy. Gracious me, there's that girl over there again. The one who took the baby. Hasn't gone now though. Thank you.
Come and get your piece. Okay, next, Ian Tan.
Hi, my name is Ian, and I'll be doing Mobile Madness by Emma Gordon. I'll be playing the character of Violet that's engrossed on her phone, and she is a very modern teenager.
Cool pick. Deserve a like, I reckon. Big thumbs up. Becca's pose. Standard, boring, dull. Ooh, now we're talking. Hashtag love the dress. Hashtag work it. Hashtag bring the bling babe. And sweet. Let me guess. You all agree with Mum, right? According to her, I spend far too much time glued on my phone for my own good, whatever that means. She's so Stone Age, I'm not even kidding. I explained to her that everyone does social networking from their phones, but she won't listen. I think she's scared that I'm being corrupted post by post. So she tries to keep the tab by pretending that she's all chilled about it. Thing is, it comes up she didn't uptight, and she always gets the name wrong. You know, ask me if I've been posting on Instabook or ChatSnap, and wants to know if I made
friends on Facegram. Oh, she is forever telling me to stop chirping so much. It's too cringe. I mean, I get it. Once upon a time, there was no such thing as internet, no social media, and definitely no smartphones. But I swear, if I have to hear another word when my mom was my age and she would come home from school and wait for the dial-up to launch from the landline to check before she could check her inboxes to see if anyone messaged her, my head would explode. Actually, my grandma's the funniest. She can't understand why my first 10 cousins and I don't share a mobile phone. How would that even work? No one will be able to finish our conversations, and they'll be all snooping on my messages. I'm the oldest, you see. I have the most interesting things to talk about. Obs. Anyways, yesterday, I was with my cousin Penny when Nana comes in. Now, logic says, if my mom's a cave woman, Nana should be a dinosaur. Well, 'cause they came first. Anyways, so yesterday, and so Penny and I was busy activating our new accounts on our new phone when Nana interrupted. I don't like the sound of these internet address you have chosen. She means email. They got your name for the whole world to see. That's how people get caught up in the web, you know. We were both just staring up at her. You should be more creatively, girls. Lily for you and Shilling for you. I can't stop myself. Nana, why would we be Lily and Shilling? There will be no prize for the most random email address. And actually, it's meant to be connected to our names. She gobs wide-eyed. What do you mean, why? Your name after a flower, and your cousin name is named after an old unit of money. Lily's a flower, and Shilling's an old unit of money. Honestly, Violet, I thought you were smart. Poor Nana. Still don't understand why Penny snorted out lemonade from her nose, or I laughed until I cried. Thank you.
Thank you. Ian, yeah? Okay, and next up we have Layla.
Hello, my name is Layla, and I'm doing the piece Alice in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll. I'm playing the character Cheshire Cat. Good morning, or is it afternoon? Whichever it is, it's good, don't you think? Particularly from this tree. I came up because of the pepper gets into the fur, and that baby, dreadfully ugly and so noisy. Gracious me, there's that girl again, the one who stole the baby. Hasn't got it now, though. Good day, can I help you? Which way to go? Well, that depends on a good deal on where you want to get to. If you don't care about where, it doesn't matter on which way you go. You're bound to get somewhere eventually. In that direction lives the hatter, and in that direction lives the March Hare. Visit either you like. They're both mad. You can't escape mad people here. We're all mad. I'm mad, you're mad. How do you know that I'm mad? Well, a dog's not mad. And you agree? Well, a dog wags its tail when it's happy and growls when it's angry. But for me, I growl when I'm happy and wag my tail when I'm angry. Therefore, I am mad. And you should be mad because or else you wouldn't have come here. Do you play cricket with the Queen today? If so, you will see me there. Oh, by the by, what became of the baby? I forgot to ask. Turned to a pig? Oh dear, I thought so. Do you say pig or fig? Okay. Don't need to get so bad-tempered. Anyways, I'll see you at cricket. It's past the March Hare and second on the left for the Rose Garden. And don't forget your flamingo. Goodbye. Thank you.
Thank you, Layla. And then Clara Ya, please.
My name is Clara Ya. I'll be doing my piece, Evil Cat, by Christina Kosaki. Evil Cat is this cat who just wants to wake its parents up. A new day has dawned. I needed that restful 12 hours of sleep. I've got big plans. Today is the day I mobilize, the day I take over the world. Something's not right here. There they are, my human slaves, looking so contented, sleeping so peacefully. All is not well in the universe. What can I do about this? I've got it. My old friend, the kitchen table. I know they're stirring now. They can see me in their darkest dreams on the kitchen table. Will they get up and check? They're moving but still not getting up. I must think of something else. What? Nothing from the human slaves? Surely the mummy slave is now asking herself if I haven't found the toilet and if I'm using the carpet instead. The furry one, the one they call the bath mat. The mummy slave has her head up, listening. Will she run? Will she get up and check? Wait. Her head's up. No. She put her head back down on the pillow. How disappointing. She should have such fire in her to save the bath mat. Sometimes, just sometimes, I let them sleep. But today's not the day for mercy. It's the day to conquer the world. And it's time for the big guns. No, not here. This is cheap flooring. Back to the kitchen with the nice hardwood floor. There it is. Toxic cat vomit. Guaranteed to stain hardwood in 5 seconds. Oh, what's that? Running, screaming. She better watch where she puts her feet. Oh dear. A fine start to the day. Look out, world. Thank you.
Okay. That was shocking vomit, okay? All right. Now, thank you. That was the end of the monologues. Let's see any, feedback from, our panel here. Okay. They're busily writing things in. I've never heard a cat vomit like that before. And I have 3. I had 3. Okay, anyone who's finished, noting, we can just start with anyone.
Once again, good job. I think this group excelled in the pacing. I like the pacing of the group. 2 things for you guys to take note of. Firstly, miming. Make sure that whenever you're picking something up, you always know what you're going to do with that object, and you always make sure that it's not just flying around in some weird space. And another thing is that the tone that you're using. Make sure that the tone that you're using it to convey some sort of emotion, and you're not just throwing around the words, because the words that the writer chooses is very important also. Yep, thank you.
A very good job to everyone. My feedback is around the same as Andre's. You have to pay attention to how your tone can affect the mood of the piece, the feeling that you want to convey to the audience, And it's basically like how you speak and how your voice changes. Another thing is that I felt that more thought needed to be put in the analyzing of your lines. So, but other than that, really good job.
Great job, everyone. I feel like this group has used the tone very well. I feel like most of you can work on embodying that character and mean what you say.
Okay, so great job, guys. We're done with all the monologue pieces. So I just have a few comments. So for example, when you guys are trying to portray your emotions through the piece, I feel like sometimes you might be a little bit too, like, maybe a bit nervous or uncomfortable with really using your body and portraying the emotions and using your voice. So just don't be too afraid, okay? Just let it out, because I feel like some of the emotions could have been portrayed better. Then secondly, it's identifying your scene around you. So where is the placement of the objects and the people? Sometimes when you guys have a person over there, I notice a few of you may tend to walk into that. So where is the other people in the scene? And also breaking your character a little bit too fast. So at the end of the piece, or even before the piece begins, just give yourself a little bit of time to compose yourself before you end. I know you're dying to get off the stage, you're very nervous, you want to get off the stage once you're done with the piece, but just give yourself a few seconds at least before you finally say, yeah, thanks to the audience, and break your character. But other than that, great job.
Thank you. Anything to say?
Yeah, I want to say thank you very much. Please give the panel a very big round of applause for your comments. So Jasmine, we shall give everybody a toilet break now. Yes?
One more group for ensemble, you know?
Oh, is it? Oh, there's one more ensemble. Oh, I totally forgot you. Do you really have to do it now? Just kidding. Okay, we have one last ensemble, and then we're gonna have a.
Okay, this ensemble group is
break.
Shuje, Isabel, Kaizo, Eliza, Shri, and Clarice. Okay.
Come on, quick.
Come
Let's
on.
go.
Yes, the name of the team is Team Supreme. Yes, you can begin.
Oh wow, we've made it through 3 rounds of workshop exercises. This must be the last final round.
I never knew getting into this art school was going to be so difficult. More rounds than applying for a job.
According to my web research, it rarely goes into a 4th round. So, good luck everyone.
Wow, great PR skills. Truth be told, we are all competitors here, and we are gonna have to step on some hits in the stampede to get in. Goddamn Louisville. It's every person for himself.
Oh, so annoying. Stop freaking me out. Can we talk about something else? What's for lunch?
Who cares? We're probably already in the rejects group. Have you thought of that? I saw a different bunch of kids going out. I think they were those who didn't make it. You're so lucky. Don't have to get so stressed anymore.
Sneaky. Pretending you don't want to get picked and want to go home. Trying to get asked to lower our guard. Huh?
What? I just don't like the stress and waiting, that's all.
When are they coming in with the next instructions?
It's been 15 minutes already.
Maybe they're just trying to find a nice way to say we all didn't make it.
Stop it! Yes, not funny at all, Carrie. Go play your mind games elsewhere.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the final exercise.
I knew it. The final round.
Listen carefully, I'll explain this only once. For this round, you'll be given marks individually.
Every person for himself. Great!
And that's the way, let me finish. You'll be given some marks individually, but an even greater amount of marks will be given to each of you only if the entire group does well.
And there's the twist. Looking at you lot, I guess I'm doomed.
Like as if you're that talented.
No, you guys must work as a team, okay? You're only as strong as your weakest link. And here's what you have to do. This exercise is called 3 in 3. You have 3 minutes to prepare a group speech of 3 minutes. And the topic is the word resilience. You may interpret it in any way you want, and every member of the team must take part. If one member falters, everyone is affected. So help each other, good luck, and you have 3 minutes.
Wait, what? How? I have questions. Wait!
3 minutes? We don't have time for questions.
We got a plan. Right now.
Thank you, Charlotte. Like we didn't know.
2 minutes and 50 seconds left. Simple question. Do we each take turns and have exactly 20 seconds? Or is it going to be a free-for-all?
Taking turns? How freeze? I swear, how freeze up?
If you freeze up, we'll all lose.
When I panic, I blabber. Nonsense, lots of it. Gosh, another moron. Goodbye, top school application.
It's not on purpose. You think I want to?
That's 40 seconds gone. We don't have time to argue, Ellie.
We're going about it all wrong. We've got to think what not to do. What's the worst thing that can happen in an improv?
We all repeat the same thing, because that would be boring, right?
So, we simply have to listen carefully to each other and not repeat what we have heard. We improvise. Easy peasy.
I have a photographic memory, so I can open the talk with the definition of the word resilience.
Great, Dawn. And I can tell funny jokes. Add lightness to the moment.
I'll tell a story about how I once scored a B, but bounced back and scored an A in the next semester.
Resilience. That's the lousiest bounce back story ever.
I don't think I can do this. Public speaking is not...
Don't say you can't. If you think you can't, you can't.
But
You gotta try. Don't freak me out by crashing right now.
Not trying to freak you out. I know myself. If you mention crash, I will crash.
Take deep breaths.
Sure, I can do that.
Yeah, great.
But that is all I will be doing. Standing there, taking deep breaths. Because I won't be able to speak. I give up. Goodbye, top drama school. See all of you at our second and third choice schools.
Wait. Maybe she can sit on someone's lap and be a ventriloquist dummy.
Oh, we're all gonna crash and burn.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop spreading the panic.
Ugh. And I was doing so well in all the interviews. The school was just within my grasp.
Your 3 minutes are up. So, ready for your 3-minute presentation?
Let's just get this over with. Where do we do our spiel?
Just right here.
Wait, what?
There was a hidden camera over there, and it was observing everything you were talking about and discussing, and it's all there, hidden.
And it just gets better and better, doesn't it?
Well, and the panel are ready for your improvised presentations now. In 3, 2, 1, go!
Good evening to all, and today we are here to speak to you about resilience. I am this group's leader, Carrie, and wait, group leader? Who elected you?
Oh no, Elle, what are you doing?
Resilience, the Oxford Dictionary definition, describes it as the capacity to recover quickly from difficulties. Toughness.
Yes, we are tough. Well, not tough like me, but bounce back, like a ball. Someone stop me from talking, please.
So, we bounced back from a terrible introduction, showing resilience.
Yes, by pulling ourselves up from the ashes of a disaster.
And we are repeating ourselves over and over again, boring the audience to tears. Something we reminded ourselves not to do right at the beginning. Blame our great leader.
Stop it.
It's both your faults.
Why are you fighting over being leaders when your team is crashing?
Stop it.
We're all gonna crash and fall.
Stop it. Can't you see it all doesn't matter anymore? None of us are getting into this school. None.
Wait! That was just our first 90 seconds. It can't end there. We still have another 90 seconds. I refuse. I refuse to give up.
The Oxford Dictionary definition ended with the word toughness. No one said it was going to be easy. We might crash, but we must get up again. Right?
Yes, we must do something out of the box. We must move on even though we don't know what we're doing or where we're going.
I am terrified to my toes because my greatest fear is making mistakes. But today, my greatest fear is that I do nothing, absolutely nothing. We will all have to face the greatest disappointment of our lives.
And ladies and gentlemen, we push on despite our terrible egos and attitudes, despite of our bad beginnings, in spite of our terrible teamwork and lack of coordination. In spite of making awful, embarrassing fools of ourselves, blundering in desperation, we will find a way to prove to you because
I know. If I'll only be true to this glorious quest.
Wait, isn't that a lyrics from a song? Shh!
Play along, that my heart will lie peaceful and calm when I'm laid to my rest.
the world will be better for this that one man toiled and covered with scars.
Still strove with this last ounce of courage.
To fight for the right without question or pause. To be willing to march into hell for a heavenly cause.
To fight the unbeatable foe. To dream the impossible dream.
To reach the unreachable stars.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how we show resilience.
Thank you. So we'll take
Okay, hi everybody. Wow, that's a great finale to the ensemble. So you've seen 17 monologues, heard 3 original monologues, and also watched 3 ensemble plays, and our very cute judges here. Distinguished judges here are going to adjourn in the next room to make a decision. We are going to pick 5 best actors and 1 ensemble to go into the Theatre Slam. Theatre Slam is happening in June, first week of June. And to let you guys know, this year for the first time, there's going to be an open category, which means when you pass your DSA from Sec 1 all the way up, there'll be a category for you, so you guys can take part in that too, okay? Yeah. And before we adjourn, I'd like you to give Desmond Sim here a very big round of applause for his wonderful script writing that he has shared so generously with us throughout the years, and for being the camp commander. So why don't you guys go for a break? Parents, you can go for a toilet break, 5 minutes for the parents, and 10 minutes for the judges.
Okay, I will.
And then 1 best ensemble actor, and 1. Yay! We feel so professional, yeah. So we have a 3-camera team. Thank you very much for staying back and hanging out with us. This is what we do in Mind Champs Academy of Stars. We like to showcase our talents all the time. And we're very, very privileged to have this wonderful Schneider Theater. It's named after our professional Alan Schneider. And this is where we're going to be practicing our craft. Craft as in the art of the skill, where we're becoming the actors that we want to be or the performers that we want to be. And this is also the place where we will be holding most of our events. As I was mentioning, the Theatre Slam. Fiona just told me that, yes, we have booked the 26th of June. After all, most of us are not going anywhere for June holidays. Are we going somewhere? Somebody know? Okay, so that's the time for us to rehearse and practice again. So the competition is a theatre, it's an acting competition. It will be after your auditions from SOTA, but at the same time as you're practicing your skills to rehearse for your SOTA, you are also practicing your skills for the Theatre Slam. It will be held here, and we will have the monologue. We basically reserve that category, all right, monologue competition. The category for you, the DSA kids, we'll have a category for the original monologues, which you heard the 3 reading. So we're gonna have that acted out. The 3 monologues originally written by our own students. We're gonna have one of the ensemble just to perform on that day. And we're actually opening up an open category, which is for the older kids from 13 on upwards. And we also want to have a category to encourage the younger ones to start their journey. And that's why we are introducing the speech and drama and verse and prose segment for the ones who are not in DSA and who are below 10 and below. Okay, so we do have a couple of new categories this year. And we're really looking forward to that. So please mark your calendar on the 26th of June. Fiona, am I right? 26th of June. So that will be held here at Schneider. While we're waiting for the judges, I also like to recount and also explain and share with you the experience that we had for this week's camp. As we said, there were 2 camps this week. There was the theater camp, which you see the students. There were 17 of them. And then for our communications champion camps, we had 27. And for the theater camp, as you can see, they are honing their skills towards their monologues. But what's most importantly, I did not bring it up earlier, which I'm going to explain to you now, is that we had a segment called audition reel and slates. So I've got all the videos, which I'm quite happy to share with parents and send it to you individually cut. I've just basically taped them in my room. Is that just to show you how they are at this stage now. And I have to say that we need a lot more practice to get them ready to submit their theater video. The submission will be May, end of 3rd week of May. So from now on, when they come back for their Sunday class, we're going to start to hone and make sure that when they do their video submission, and it's called a slate, where they talk about themselves and why they want to do theater, is that they're going to do a really good video. So for those who are coming for the Sunday classes, for our champion communications for DSA, which is basically what is the Sunday class now, plus the theater, is that we're going to make sure that you are ready. I think these kids, they have an idea already that what they need to say on the video, but we need to sharpen that up and make sure that they know exactly how to highlight themselves. We've done that on a few practices in this week's camp. So we need to put that into a video, which is less than 2 minutes. And then parents, you need to be sending them to Desmond and I to check the videos before you submit it. So we're going to go back and forth a few times. And the kids know they've been given the tips to say, do not have a distracting background, sound must be good, how they should be looking at the camera, and so on and so forth. The kids have also learned how to make their CV, their portfolio, which they need to start making now, because that's something that they have to list down their achievements and experiences and whatever training or experiences they've done. So do pay attention to that because we only have, well, this is the 3rd week of April, the 2nd week of April. We only have about probably 6 to 8 weeks to get your videos ready. Last year's submission was May 18, so I would assume it will be around that date where they had the closing date. So try to get your videos ready by the 1st week of May. So that's a personal deadline that I would want all of you to keep to yourself. Don't wait till the last minute. A lot of kids normally start practicing as of now. Through the past years, I know the kids that really end up doing it very late. They panic, they stress, and then they don't send up a good video. So please start early. Kids, you've had your practice, right? You know what a slate is, isn't it? So you need to start working on it already, okay? All right. Now, so this particular Tuesday, we had the communication workshop, and I'd just like to highlight to everybody and bring it up because I'd like to congratulate Eliza for winning the, she was one of the top 5 for elevator pitch, and then she won the hot seat. So Eliza, is your parents here? Here? Congratulations. And for that, she wins a one-on-one class with me. Okay, so that's her prize. Congratulations, very proud of you. All right, okay. And Desmond, we have the results. Yeah, but we will not announce the results until we get the panel up, and we're gonna do a Q&A first, okay? So let's get the, hey, I thought theater was supposed to say, oh yes. Yes and. Yes and. Is yes and, okay? All right, please put your hands together for our 2021 panel. We have Josna Jarashankar, Tessa Lee, Renier Chan, and Andre Rasmussen. So all of them were once you, okay? They were once you. They're in DSA. They came for the theater boot camp. They were you before. And now they're seated upstage. And they're here because they're here to help you. So I would like you all to think of your one question that you like to ask. You can ask them about anything about theater. Ask them about the school that they're in. Well, 3 of them are from SOTA, and I've deliberately invited Renier because I want the parents to know that SOTA is not the only school that offers drama. And it is extremely difficult to get into the MOE schools that has drama because Renier snagged 1 of 3 spots in the school. So that's even harder. Okay, not to say that it's not hard, not easy getting there. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is that over here, what we want you to be is to be the cream of the crop. Okay? So you need to push yourself and make sure that you don't just apply for SOTA, you need to apply for at least 2 to 3 other schools that also offer theater or drama. Okay? So that basically increases your chance, and that's why you're here. All right? And on top of that, like I said, you can still continue to hone your skills, like Renier is still doing, and she's still doing her Lambda acting certification, and that's going to take her up. And you know that Mind Champs, we also own the Actors Centre Australia, which is an acting school led by Dean Carey, who is the trainer and teacher of Hugh Jackman. In fact, this morning I had I was attending a Zoom session conducted by Dean, and he is an excellent acting master, acting trainer, and I would love to have the opportunity for you guys to actually have a workshop. And we're actually writing a syllabus now for the 13 and above. So things are rolling out with us at Mind Champs Academy of Stars, and we hope that you guys can work hard. We set our milestones 1 bit at a time. So now you're gonna think about your question, and I'm gonna be your mediator, okay? And if you'd like to have a question, just put up your hand, and a microphone will be sent to you. Okay, so stand up and ask the question loud and clear. Who would like to start first? Parents, you can also ask questions if you want to, okay? So it's not only for the kids. Kids, okay? Ready? We don't want somebody to say no. Come on, let's push on because we don't have time. Isabel, yes.
To get into SOTA, what are some of the most difficult challenges you face?
Difficult. Okay, let me try. That's a negative. To get in SOTA, what are the challenges that you face? But you don't want just challenges, you want the most difficult challenges. Okay, who would like to take on that? Yeah, you can go ahead. Andre?
Hello, test. I think one thing for me was I was constantly trying to be this perfect student. And you're constantly trying to just show everyone that you're the best. And I think that's exactly what they want you not to do. They want you to show that you are worthy of being an actor and that you are willing to better yourself. That's the main thing that SOTA really looks for, is that they're looking for someone who's willing to better yourself. And it's that idea of perseverance that they're really looking for. And so the biggest challenge, I guess, for me also was I kept thinking that, I have to be this perfect student. And I saw everyone's acting so well, I have to be better than them. And then when you come to the interviews, right, and you realize that the questions that they ask you are very down to earth, and like they are generally trying to find out who you really are as a person. And they're not really looking for, this fabulous student, this amazing perfect student with all these perfect morals, but they're looking for someone who's willing to better themselves. Yeah, I hope that answers your question.
Thank you, Andrew. That's what we are here at My Champs as well, because we are looking to exceed our own expectations, right? So that's one of our qualities of being a champion. And in fact, we didn't quite spell it out, but back in the days of kids performing, we are already doing that. So that's right. This is exceed your own expectation. That's what Andrea's trying to say here. Okay? That's a really good answer. Anybody else want to answer that question?
Yeah, okay, so for me, mine is quite similar to Andre, but like my year was quite different, as you guys know. So we had COVID, and everything basically went online. So for me, I had like online Zoom interviews and online auditions, and we also had like group interviews and individual interviews. So for me, I felt like you go in with that mindset to the interview and the audition that you want to make an impression on them. You want to leave them with this impression that you're a really good student, you have really good acting skills, because I went through theatre. So you want to show them I have really good acting skills, I'm super capable to be a SOTA student. But I guess at that time, the mindset was slightly wrong. So after I went in and like they asked a couple of questions and you kind of got the hang of like what they will ask you and what you have to do during the interviews, you actually realize that they just want to get to know who you are as a person and like your real personality. So for me, the biggest challenge was to actually really be myself, like when I was answering them. So I guess over time, the more you answer like more of their questions and the more you interact with them, I guess it gets slightly easier. So just go in with the mindset to really be yourself and like show them who you are when you go for the interviews and auditions. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. And when I was doing the walkabout during the elevator pitch, I also realized that, the art of persuasion is something that you need to hone, but then it does not lean towards you literally begging for it. So the ones that really impressed me were the ones who were very natural, be themselves, and who was able to just have a nice chit chat with me and tell me about their passion in a way that not literally. I mean, I'll say yes, you have to sell yourself, but in a way that doesn't seem too overbearing. I think that's what you mean by going for the interview and being yourself, right? Okay, you get that? Yeah. Okay. So any next question? Yes, Clara. Here. Oh, here. This is Clara. Oh, this is Clara. That's Cara. Yes.
How long did it take for you to realize that they want you to show your own personality?
How long during the interview or when they're studying?
How long did it actually take for them since starting?
How long did they realize that it was their... Okay, let's try to interpret that question. How long did they... Oh, how long it take for you to show your inner self?
In front of the judges.
Okay, when you go for your interview, did you realize straight away that you just be yourself, or it took a while, or did someone tell you that you have to be yourself? Tessa, why don't you answer that question?
Okay, so I'm sure that most of us, when we go in, we realized after a while that we've been kind of fake. So when we're answering the questions, we realize, why do I sound so like cringy kind of thing? So after a while, from the questions that they've asked you, you realize that they're not about how good you are, but how much you truly want to be in the school. So you have to, it's a feel. You can also see from your panel's faces if they like your answer of you being the model student and everything, or they prefer you being you.
And I'd like to ask Renier, when you went for your interviews in St. Margaret's and SJI, did you come across, I mean, was it very difficult as the preparation that we had here for you? Did it sort of like get you to be ready for the questions that was coming your way?
Well, yes, actually. My interviews and auditions were actually kind of the same as SOTA. They were looking for your personality and how well you work with others, because in the end, it all comes down to, yes, your personality, not just your acting skills.
Yeah, that's right. So I think it's not just about the interview where you need to be yourself, Clara. It's for every day, okay? So when we meet new people, new friends, and talk to teachers, we just be ourselves, okay? So we don't want to be somebody else that we're not, right? Except when we're on stage and playing a character, that's when you be somebody else, right? Okay, but when you're doing your interview, especially when you grow up and go for a job, we want you to just be confident in who you are, and you love yourself first, okay? Once you love yourself and you're confident, then you'll be a much better actor, and you can grow from there. All right? Okay, any other question? Yes, Loic. You wanna better hold your hand higher up because I can't see in the light.
What do you learn in SOTA? Like, is it different from what you learn in AOS? And like, what type of things do you learn in SOTA?
Okay, study-wise, you have all your normal subjects, and I have to say they're not easy. So you're not going to an art school. You still have IB curriculum, so you will have to suffer through that. And for the theater side, we actually split it into 3 components. So there's performance and practice, theory and context, and concept and design. So here in AOS, we usually learn, for DSA, you're learning audition preparation, and for theater, your authorial choices and all your character decisions. Theater, in SOTA, you do that as well, but you learn into more of the depths of what theater truly is. So what goes on behind the scenes, how you actually work with your group mates to process the information that you've been given.
Andrew would like to answer that question as well, because you're in year 3 now, isn't it?
SOTA is pretty much split into this idea of year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5, year 6 kind of thing. So there's 3 different batches. Year 1, year 2, the point of it is to show you what theatre can look like. So they give you all these sort of tools that later you're going to use in year 3 and year 4. And what AOS sort of gives you is, at least to me, the biggest thing that kids performing at the time gave me was the idea of communication. The whole SOTA curriculum is based on communication. Group works are a big thing. Half of the things that you're going to be doing, especially in theatre, is group work. There's going to be barely any things that we have, I think, 1 written exam, some reflections here and there, but the big chunk of it, especially in the performance part, are all group works. In year 4, you're going to be doing a major production also, where you're going to need to learn how to talk to people, and everyone there is of varying skill levels, which I think AOS does a very good job at. They give you a very good variation of people to work with, and you sort of get to see people with varying skill levels, and yet you guys are going through the same thing. So you're learning how to communicate with people in that sense. And when you're coming into SOTA, you're going to be prepared to everything is sort of interlinked with each other, where your theory and concept is always coming into your concept and design and performance, and so everything is connected to each other. And yeah, it's a very sort of intersectional way of looking at education.
Great, thank you for that. Thank you. I'm not paying you to advertise for AOS, right? Just to be clear. But we do encourage teamwork like you've seen in the ensemble, and that's really, really important. Thank you for sharing with us on that, because yeah, theater, unless you're doing a monologue, even a monologue, you still need, a team behind you. Like we have the media team and, stage managers and all that. You're never alone. Okay, so always remember, you need to collaborate and you need to contribute to the process. You're not doing it by yourself, okay? Okay, last couple of questions because we're pushing on time. Okay, Clarice, and we have Clarice, okay, and then after that we can have Eliza.
What the average number of people who usually DSA theatre per year, and how did that affect you?
That's a tough one. You're talking about island-wide. Okay, I can answer that question because I don't think do you know, actually in a year there's 200 in the cohort for SOTA, 200, but for St. Margaret's, how many is it, about 200 as well? More, right? No, I mean you have a cohort that is maybe like almost 1,000 plus, right? Like your Sec 1 is like 1,000 plus. So in the O-levels school, it's more, but the theater seats, like for SOTA, the theater seats are like 30 plus. Yeah. Yes, 30 plus per year, but for St. Margaret's, it's only like two. That's it, okay? SJI, which Renier has also gone into, they offer. Yes, it's good to have the theater, but I think that it's more based on interviews, not so much as drama. And in the interview, it's just how holistic are you, and to show the different aspects. Eliza, question?
In your opinion, as people who are in theater, do you think it's necessary to be extroverted to be good in your passion?
Sorry, can you repeat that? I was a bit...
In your opinion, as theater students, do you think it's necessary to be an extrovert to be good in it?
To be an extrovert?
Okay, honestly, if you're in theater, right, it doesn't just mean that since you're in theater, you have to be really loud, you have to be really dramatic. That's actually not the case. So when you go into theater, from example in SOTA, they don't just look for your acting skills, they also look for your personality. So it doesn't matter actually whether you're extroverted or introverted, because I've spent like a good maybe 2 months with like the rest of my friends in theater, and I feel like not everyone is extroverted actually. There are some who are relatively like shy. So it actually doesn't matter for you to be loud, because at the end of the day, it just depends on how well you understand theater. Because I even have friends who are really quiet during theater lessons. Then when it comes to like improv and stuff, they do really, really well. So it actually doesn't matter. You just really gotta understand theater. It doesn't matter about your personality very much.
Well, I got a question related to that then. So what kind of qualities are they looking for in a theater student for SOTA?
I think I mentioned before, perseverance I think is the main thing. They want to look for your open-mindedness. You have to be able to like take in new information basically that the teacher says, and you have to be able to look at different perspectives of an issue, right? In year 3 right now, while doing a theater piece that's supposed to be looking at an issue, and we're supposed to look at different perspectives of it. So doing different scenes that show different perspectives of it. Or you have to also be able to have this collaborative attitude that I said before regarding the communication. Yeah, that's pretty much it actually. And you have to be able to work hard.
Wait, do you think it necessarily helps being an extrovert?
Okay, we have Kara to give your the last question here. And then, let's see.
Why do you guys choose drama of all things, like visual arts or music?
Oh, well, I think I can answer this. Ever since I was young, drama has actually always been my passion. You know, when you're on that stage, that feeling you get when you actually, perform, all the stress goes away. And basically, yes, it all comes down to your passion, because what's the point of doing it if you don't enjoy it, right? Am I right? Yeah.
Well said, Renier. Anybody else? Why drama?
Honestly, it doesn't, I'll just start off by saying it doesn't necessarily have to be theater. Like for me, I also auditioned to 2 other schools where I did the Gucheng, as well as I also auditioned through literature, English. So it doesn't necessarily have to be theater, but it also depends on your level of interest in whatever you're applying to. So for me, I felt like theater really stood out for me because I really understood it and I really liked it. And you're gonna be spending 6 years in SOTA, so you have to ensure that you really enjoy what you're going to be doing. And also, basically to really understand that topic and be willing to learn more about it. Yeah, that's why I chose
Thanks, Jyotsna.
theater.
I would like to ask each of you a question also related to that. Is that so? What after SOTA? What are your plans? So now we from DSA, these kids now their plan is to go to secondary school. So you guys are, I know you just year 1, year 2, year 3, but I'm very sure you got to start planning already. Is like your IB year, because you get to choose whether you're going to do IBCP or IBDB or whatever that's called, right? A diploma program. And then after that, are you going to pursue theater, or you just think that that's it, after this you're just going to be something else?
I hope this doesn't discourage any of you guys. I used to be very passionate in theater, and I still am. And I think right now I'm at the crossroads because I have 2 very big dreams. I either want to be the president of the United States in the future, so go into a political road, or become an actor. And so I have 2 more years to decide whether I want to go by the DP or CP program. And yeah, I haven't decided yet. Theater seems very interesting still. That's pretty much it. I'm stuck in the crossroads right now.
Well, for me, after St. Margaret's Secondary School, I actually do want to pursue my dream of becoming an actor. Like Auntie KP said, I have chosen to continue the path in taking Lambda or Trinity exams, and I want to go to a university where I can take drama as a subject and get a degree.
Well, I'm going to contrast to Rainier. I want to break the stereotype that going to SOTA locks you into the art path, because I'm actually quite torn, because I really like science. So I won't be doing the IBCP because I feel like it limits my choices to going into arts only. I'm very passionate about theater. However, I prefer pursuing a more academic side. So I'm ambitious. So I want to be a doctor, a psychiatrist specifically. But I think that what SOTA has offered me is my creativity in everything that I do, and a lot of attitude and passion to put into not only my art form, but every subject that I do, because theater, in SOTA, they actually incorporate a lot of arts into our normal subjects. So any basic math project, they'll input visual art stuff, they'll make you write songs, they'll make you act out a piece. So it doesn't limit to only art.
Okay, mine is quite similar to Tessa. So ever since I was a kid, I wanted to grow up and be a doctor as well. So I really want to study medicine. So just because you go into SOTA doesn't mean you'll be not everyone who goes into SOTA is very artsy. It can just be something that you really want to learn. So just a disclaimer, just because you're going to SOTA doesn't mean you're going to be studying arts all the time. It's almost quite similar to a CCA, because we spend 7 hours a week on art form, at least for year 1, we spend 7 hours a week, which is quite similar to any secondary school when you have a CCA, just that we're graded on that art form. And yeah, it's quite important actually. But for me, I really want to study medicine. So the reason why I went to SOTA is I have a passion for theater, but I also know that the skill set that I will actually gain from it will definitely help me in the future. So theater can kind of be a side thing, but the main thing that I want to do is medicine. So yeah.
Okay, so that speaks volumes to the parents as well. Just because you go to School of the Arts or just because you do drama doesn't mean that you end up being an actor. You can be a CEO as well, just like our Mind Champs chairman. He's an actor trained with a master's in film. And like we have two ladies here that wants to be to be doctors. So, so kids, you know that, right? So this is just an early start in your journey. Theater is a passion. Acting is a passion. You still can keep your options open, okay? All right? Now, but most importantly, I want you to imagine and project yourself on this stage next year when we do our boot camp. You might be invited to be seated up there to advise and to do the judging and all that, right? So anyway, just please give them a big round of applause. To Andrea, Ranier, Tessa, and Jyotsna. Thank you very much. All right. And so, okay, Desmond, are you ready? Okay. Oh, yes. Oh,
Okay.
yes. Thank you very
It
much.
was a very tense 10 minutes because there were so many close decisions, all right? Because really, many of you did very, very well and just so hard to get to this.
Desmond, would you like to come up here and
Okay.
shall we move these chairs out and then we're going to make the announcements.
No, but I need to be near the cert.
Yeah, okay. No, can we have our team to help out with the certificates, please? Desmond, come make an announcement here, and then the certs will come with the team. Sorry, Fiona, can someone please pass the certificates to us?
It to me already, but it's down. I put it down there.
Yeah, can someone please go handle the certificates and pass it to us? Yeah. So anyway, we're going to be announcing 5 best monologue actors to go into Theatre Slam. The best ensemble act to go to Theatre Slam. And the best ensemble actor.
Okay.
Only one. Okay?
You want the top 5 monologue actors, right?
Yes, the 5 top monologue actors.
Not in order of excellence.
Yes.
They're all excellent.
I call your name. We call your name. You come on stage, please.
Okay, the first one is Leila.
Yay!
Right?
Yeah. Okay.
The second one is Shuje.
Yay!
The third one is Shravi.
Congratulations. 3.
Okay. Fourth, Charlene. And the final slot goes to Julianne.
Congratulations. So you see this 5. And can we have the 3 monologues, the original monologuers, the one who wrote the original
The three finalists, you're all
Isabel,
winners to me.
And Rayan, would you like to come on stage as well?
Isabel. And Travis
Okay.
already up here. Travis.
Okay. And now we are going to announce the best ensemble that goes into the Theatre Slam.
And the team that won tonight was the Team Supreme, the third one.
Can you please come on stage? And now we're going to make the announcement for the one that the prize, as best actor in an ensemble.
Okay, so we made it very clear that the best actor in ensemble need not come from the winning team, right? If overall you did well, this one slide go here. The best actor in an ensemble goes to Eliza Dumas.
Wow, Eliza really nailed it this time because she won hot seat She won the elevator pitch, and now she won the best actor in an ensemble. Congratulations. Well done. Believe in yourself.
To emphasize
Okay.
that it was a very, very spirited discussion. Many, many actors came close, but well done in a very tough field, right? It was a tough field because many good actors are here.
So you'll be seeing them in the Theatre Slam on June the 26th. So please, you guys, you need to hone your skills much more. Okay, spend more time. Believe in yourself to actually clinch the top spot on the 26th of June. Okay? Okay, I'm going to ask you to go down there. We've got the pictures, right? Okay, go down. We're going to give out the certificates now. And then we're going to have all of them up here again with their certs.
On the call on stage, Layla. Certificate.
Here's a certificate participation for the boot camp. Oh.
We take photos together. Sorry. All right. Oh, sorry. Thank you. Next, Ian.
Ian.
After Ian is Charmaine. So Charmaine, wait there.
Charmaine.
Charmaine, Chan. Then Clara, yeah. After Clara, Kaizo. Then Sherlyn. Hang on a minute. Then Clarice. Clarice Lip. Then Sri. After Clarice is Sri. Come, Clarice. Okay, thank you. Sri. After Sri, Loic. Then Alicia. Then Kara. Then Shravi. Then Eliza. After that, Shrujay. Then after that, Rian. After Rian, Isabel. Okay, Juliet.
I'd like to invite all of our participants up on stage again to take a group picture together with Teacher Desmond and I. Come. Don't forget.
Oh my god.
We're going to pull down our mask one time, okay? Ready?
Definitely no COVID. Social distancing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And with that, I would like to thank everybody. Parents, thank you very much for your support. And kids, thank you very much for working so hard. We're very proud of you. Teacher Desmond, you were amazing this week. Thank you so much for everything that you've done. And also to Team MCAOS, thank you very much for being the support behind us. Team Mind Champs Media, once again, thank you. And Xiao Wei behind. Thank you one more time to the panel for being here. And with that, we close the DSA Boot Camp Showcase. Thank you very much. We hope to see you this Sunday, all fired up again, all right? Okay, thank you. Good night.